Hey, Selma, my friend. How are you? All right. Just give me 1 second, please. Hope everyone is having a good night. It's Sunday. Man, the weekend's over. It flew by. We're starting a new week. Speaking of flying by, October. Tomorrow is the 21st. It's been autumn for an entire month. October is flying by. Mocha's birthday is come and gone. Um, Halloween is what? Next week? Hey, on the 27th, next Sunday, I will be doing a live stream, my first co live stream with someone. I'll be doing uh, a guest, our friend Goga. Very excited about that. A little nervous in a weird way. I mean, there's no reason. I do live streams 3, sometimes 4 times a day. So I should not be nervous, right? And I'm with a good friend, someone that I admire, someone that I love. So what's to be nervous? But you know how it is. Whenever you step out of that comfort zone. Austin, my friend, how are you? Yeah, whenever you step out of that comfort zone, there's that little bit of apprehension, a little bit of nervousness. You ask yourself things like, what if I say the right thing? What if I do? Or what if I say the wrong thing? Or whatever. You can't ever say the wrong thing. It might seem wrong. Guess it depends on where you approach it. If I approach it solely from an egoic level, that I have to do something, I have to say the right thing, I got to do the right thing, um, chances are I'm going to mess up, as I've messed up in the past, as we all have messed up in the past. However, there is another way of doing things. We always think we need to ask for a miracle for these really large things, to heal from a sickness, to settle a huge financial matter, to whatever. We always think of it as big things, but it does not have to be a big thing. A miracle is our birthright, and a miracle is not just this miraculous healing. It's not just manifesting something, curing something, fixing something. A miracle is the simplicity of knowing that you can have a mind shift in an instant where you are saying, I give up. I'm tired of making a mess of things. There's a better way. And you turn it over to greater hands than yours. And here's the great thing about those greater hands. Those greater hands are an extension of yours. Those greater hands, we could say, are the extension of love, the extension of God, the extension of Brahma. However you want to say. Hey, damn, how are you? Damn, I tuned in your live stream just in time to see you pull out a huge steelhead. Voice says, it just farted, so, and my grandma, you did it together? Well, it's a family thing. It's a family activity. If it brings you closer. Let's see. Mira says, pink, cheese, green, goes. Can you speak this? I think. I gave it a shot. Someone says hi to Mira. So, man, I can't tell you how much joy that's, one, how happy that made you seeing that. And then when you put it back in the water, I expected it was going to be catch and release, but to hear you thank the trout, to me, that might have been the most awesome moment on YouTube ever. In the history of YouTube, I can honestly say one of my all-time top moments ever was watching Dam so joyful and pulling that fish out and then thanking. I'm glad I was there. I'm so happy that I was there. Let's see. Dam says, that's awesome. I'm glad you got to see it, Yogi. I am too. Like I said, top favorite moment. If you ever make a short of that, I will play it over and over and over again. I will share that wide and far on social media. I will tell people, this is how you fish. It doesn't matter if it's catch and release. It doesn't matter if you keep it. You thank the participation of the universe. Fish had to be in the right spot at the right time to bite the right lure, and it was yours. That's grace. That was a gift. And the fact that you had the presence of heart, that you're such a good person, loving what you do so much that you had that presence to say thank you, man. Let's see. Selma says, hi, Yogi. Selma, my friend. It is nice to see you. Can I have some crystal? As in iced tea? As in actual crystal? As in crystal the stone? Probably. Smeen says, good evening, Yogi Eric. Good evening, my friend. I enjoyed hanging out with you on your live stream. Watching Timo play with backs. That was awesome. Let's see. I'm eating Mexican rice. It's brown rice. Excellent. Brown rice is really good for you. Austin drops a link. What do you got for us, Austin? Thank you for dropping your channel. Much appreciated. You guys subscribe to the channel. I'm always amazed that we had 25 people come in and I started talking and now I have 2 people. It's good to know who my people are. Obviously, 23 of them ain't my people. Spain says, thank you. Thank you. Thank you for being part of my Sunday. The entire Optimob team, thank you for being part of my Sunday. Spain says, hello to Austin Garrett. Sue says, Yogi. Sue, how was your day today? Man, if it was as beautiful on the Susquehanna as it was down here, then I know you had a fantastic day. I think I could be wrong. I could be misspeaking. I think for just one Sue to have a fantastic day, she doesn't need to be a clear sky. She needs the sky, her phone, an occasional airplane, and she's good to go. Train sounds, maybe a yoga squirrel. A vulture would be a true gift, but doesn't happen every day. That's what makes it such a gift, because it doesn't happen every day. We got a couple clips of a vulture flying around yesterday. They also got a woodpecker. Someone says, my sister Olivia is crying because she's giving away a cat. Why is she giving away her cat? Selma says, I love you. Thank you. Selma, I love you too, my friend. Sue waves at Austin. Sabine says hello to Sue. Hey, Anna Greek. How are you, my friend? Let's see, Sue says I didn't go to the river today, but it's been sunny and clear here today. Got my vulture vids and a still shot of a groundhog posted. Nice. I saw a groundhog Friday. I think they're a little more active right now because of upcoming fall. I see your photo. Man, look at that head popping up. They are such awesome creatures, aren't they? Just leave a quick comment there. I have a neighbor about half dozen houses or so away, and he has a groundhog in his yard. I didn't get much today. However, I stepped out of my house and on my second walk, and this was about 9 o'clock in the morning. My first walk is about 5:30 ish, depending on how long my live stream goes. Um, and first thing I saw stepping out was a big autumn moon hanging in the blue sky, and I definitely took a little clip of that. Speed says hello to Anna Greek. She doesn't want to take care of her cat. Well, in that case, then I'm glad she's given the cat away, because the cat certainly needs to be taken care of. How about if you took the cat and you took care of it? Sue waves at Andy. Dan says, when a fish like that gives me a thrill, I do say thank you as I release them. I've been waiting a whole year for that fish. It was totally a blast out there today. Thank you for the kind words, Yogi. Thank you, Dan. Man, you know what? This is what YouTube's all about, because I got to share in that moment of joy. If you guys get the opportunity, one, if you see Dam, go, all right, let me start over. Please connect to Dam if you haven't already. An outstanding channel. And he's an outstanding guy. And if you see him go live when he's fishing, definitely join in. And then the third, revisit today's live stream and watch Dan pull in that fish. Someone says she loves her cat. If she loves her cat, she's got to feed it. No getting around that. I mean, you could feed it for her. That way she still gets to keep the cat. I've gotten videos, he says I've gotten videos that groundhog before. I decided to walk by the school today. Saw it on my way back. Just waiting for you, Sue. He knows that you're making him internet famous. I think there's some jealousy maybe. He's seen what you've done for the yoga squirrel, and he's like, I want my moment in the sun. Austin waves at Sabine. Anna Greek says hi to Sabine. Hey, Vincent, how are you? Horror of Spices here. Hey, everyone. Nice to see you, my friend. How are you? How is Mrs. Horror of Spice? I see Becky pops in. Every so often. Give me 1 second. Our friend Chad is here once again, causing some mischief. The shame is that Chad came in and we helped him out, gave him a mod status, and he has decided to abuse that privilege. Which again is a true shame. I've decided to do, live streams to create a place of kindness for us all. So forgive me if I fall behind in the chat for just a minute. I had thought that I had taken him off yesterday, but I obviously did not do a very good job. So we'll see what we can do today. Might not be able to do anything yet, but I will. We invited him to explain himself if he wanted to. But I think sometimes people don't want to explain themselves. So I apologize, guys. Just give me a second. I don't know, is there anyone here who can help with that? As I've taken him off, he's no longer a mod, and yet he's able to do that. So pretty clever, but sad. All right, guys, give me 1 second. Let's see. Dan says I've had about a 50-pound beaver watch me fish today. Wow. I kept my eyes on that one. Them beavers are territorial. They'll try to jump in my boat. Screw that. Yeah, I've heard of people actually getting bitten by beavers. There's actually a guy in Virginia, an older man, who was actually died. What a embarrassing way to go. Runner Boy says, how is Chatham out again? I don't know. He's not on the list, so I'm trying to figure that out. If you know how to get rid of him, unfortunately, we'll get rid of him for good. I actually don't even remember making Chad a mod, or even having a conversation with him. Anna Greek says, Eric, I think that the world we live in is organized upon evil. For example, a struggle of life, survival of the fittest in biology. It's an interesting way of looking at it. I have a different way, completely different way. I'm aligned with the Buddhist and yogic Vedic Maya, that the world is an illusion. It's a dream within the mind of God. Same thing A Course in Miracles says, a mind of God, that we are not separate. If people say, why is the world evil? Why did God create a world in which children suffer and starve? Why is there war? Why is there crime? And the thing is, God did not create that world. We've created that world because we believe that we are small, separate beings, separate from God, that we have been, let's use Christian terminology, that we have been excommunicated from the garden, kicked out, which gives us a lot of fear and a lot of guilt. And we are projecting that fear and guilt, and our projection becomes our perception of the world. If we want to live in a different world, one of the tenets in A Course in Miracles, and I just did a video a few minutes ago, ideas leave not their source, that we are an idea in the mind of God, given the same power of creativity, meaning the ideas in our mind leave not their source, and we are creating this world. If we want a different world, we need a different mind shift. So Einstein says you cannot solve a problem with the same mind that created it. So we think different thoughts. But if our belief is that we live in a world that's evil, that's what we're projecting outwards, an evil world. And who's to say when we look around that that's not true? But that's not reality. Again, going back to A Course in Miracles, the very beginning says, only love is real. Nothing unreal exists. Therein lies the peace of God. So anything that seems evil, anything that seems not of love, isn't real. It's an illusion created by our projection that we are perceiving. So we do not seek to heal the world. We don't seek to change the world. We seek to change our perception of the world. And we do that by forgiveness. Forgiveness isn't saying, I forgive you for this or I forgive you for that. Forgiveness is undoing what we see, returning to the source of love and living from there. Not giving the unreal the reality that it doesn't deserve. Not giving evil the reality that it doesn't deserve. Let's see. Vincent says, well, I came just in time. I want to get some popcorn. Nah, we're not going to do drama. Wonderboy says, I can't see him anything until I see him comment. Yeah, I think he's probably not going to do that. Damn is waving. He does need a buck. If you can let me know how to do that, I will certainly be happy to. She says, years ago when I would walk into my job, I saw some beaver in the river. Don't think they liked me looking at them. Smacked their toes and swam off. We had one last winter in our neighborhood pond. Just one. A couple other ponds, a couple miles away, they have a healthy population. They did not like some of the neighborhood dogs. They would slap their tails. I had one slap their tail at me, or the one in my neighborhood slapped their tail at me once as well. Yeah, they are persnickety, for lack of a better word. Sue is waving at Whore of Spice. So, Vincent, how are you? Selma says, Auntie. Week says, Eric. Oops, I read that. We can see you, Selma. Anna Greek says, war is crime, the poor and the ugly get socially ostracized, and so on. I agree. But I don't think that is based upon evil. For me, going by that tenet that only love is real, from my own experience, dropping one thing at a time, allowing my mind to settle. The very second sutra in Patanjali's Yoga Sutras said that the object of yoga is having a mind that doesn't vacillate with thoughts. So when you let thoughts settle, you see the world as it is. One of the very first things in A Course in Miracles, it says, none of the things that we see in this world has any meaning. None. It's inherent without meaning until we give it meaning. So it only means something until it's assigned a certain meaning. So when we let all that meaning go, we see reality for what it is, silent, all-inclusive. It is the reality that St. Paul describes in Letters to the Corinthians. Vincent says, Selma, I see you. Runner boy, is someone giving him out again who has power to do that? I don't think anyone would have power to do that. Runner boy, someone probably changed their name after you gave them a mod to do this. That could be. What I may need to do is go through the mod section and everyone that I don't recollect, I could do that. I hate to do that because, Some of the people are good people. All of the people are good people. Chad's a good person. I can't recollect him, but let's see here, guys. And you know, if people come in and they find they're not mods and they need to be mods, then we just mod them up again. I will catch up in the chat, so just give me a second. Just 1 second. I'll do the rest later. Well, then I'll just go, you know, through the people that I'm subscribed to and go ahead and ban them all together. I hate to do it. Someone says, can you guys see me? We can see you, Selma. We got someone who's just wants to be funny. Selma, you won't lose us, my friend. Wonderboy says you have to click onto his page, Yogi, and hide user from channel. What was his name again? Horror Space says, Selma, we got you back. We do. Thank you, Vincent. Someone says, you guys have me back. We do. Vincent says, I'm walking on a walker every day. I started clearing for Mrs. I'm buying up comics, 100 at a time. Wow. So when is everything? I don't want to miss Angry Beaver. I don't remember Angry Beavers. Sabine says, good night, Yogi Eric, and everyone, friends in the chat. Take care and blessings all. Thank you, Sabine. Good night to you, my friend. And in Greek says, Selma, as long as you do not attack the Yogi directly or indirectly, you are welcome here, and we love you. Thank you, Anna Greek. Selma says, thank you, guys. Love you. Love you too, my friend. T says, what's happening? Chad Ryan. We have someone who is deleting comments. Someone says, I won't attack Yogi. Nope, I know you won't. Hey, Martine. Hi, Yogi. I can't stay long. Weather's really bad here. Just wanted to say hi. I'm sorry the weather's not too good. I hope everyone is safe. And I appreciate you coming in to say hi. One says, the only channel I see with that name, when I type it, it has 122K subs. Wow. Chad says, hello, Eric. What do you do for a living when not giving life advice? this is it. Um, for right now, I'm a meditation and breath. I'm a meditation teacher, breathwork coach. Had my own business. I had to put it aside when I was caregiving for my father during the COVID shutdown as well. Haven't been able to start it back up. Don't know if I want to start it back up. It's a lot of effort. So I'm going to see what I can do on YouTube. Professional live streamer? Is there such a thing? Let's see. Martine says, foul in Cork. Storm is bad, but we are okay. Thanks, Yogi. Hey, my prayers are with you, Martine. For you and everyone, all your neighbors. Someone says, hi to Runner Boy. Cat says, I'm now related. Related to who? Martine says, hi, Runner Boy. have you forgiven me yet? Runner Boy says, you gotta appreciate Runner Boy's extremely, extremely dry, drier than the Sahara dry sense of humor. So you're related to the other Chad? Well, from now on, we're only dealing with one Chad at a time. You are the Chad of choice, Chad. There can be no other Chads. Let's see. Food from Afar says, mean Runner Boy. He means no harm, Martine. Runner Boy just loves his oranges so much that he cannot even imagine someone not sharing that same love. Let's see. Vincent says, well, I have to rub CBD oil on my legs. Hope to catch you all later. Namaste, Eric. Namaste to you, Vincent. Please tell Becky I said hi and send her my love. Someone says, I'm scared. No need to be scared, my friend. Runner Boy says, what about the country, Chad? Well, of course, everyone from Chad is welcome here. I would never discriminate. Martine says, will God say forgive? He hasn't, and I offered to do a short on orange. Hey, Runner Boy, did you remember that? Martine offered to do a short just for you on oranges. That's a pretty big it's a pretty big apology from someone who really doesn't have a need to apologize for anything. And what's the one tenet? What I talk about every single day is the power of forgiveness. T says, I'm just in the background listening as I'm sick and in bed. Well, we appreciate you being here, T. And we are sending you love. Hey, guys, T has a really big week coming up. Not going into detail, but it's big and it's a lot. If we could send our friend T love and prayers throughout the week, it would be much appreciated. Runner Boy says, just not anyone from France. Other than that, all are welcome here. But we do have a couple French friends. Runner Boy says, I got off. Eric Varenne, who is a wonderful Frenchman. He is the pull-up man. Runner Boy, he makes you and I look like slackers in the pull-up game. Effortless. He's a big guy too, so he's pulling up probably 50 more pounds than me. Hey, Daisy. Daisy says, hello, Yogi in chat. Hello, my friend. How are you? You didn't live stream today, did you? I looked for you. I did see a little clip, a short, of your husband walking Daisy, and I loved watching those, how quickly those little legs move. Daisy, not your husband's. Martine says, so not forgiven, I will turn the other cheek. Runner Boy, you don't want a YouTube short dedicated to you and oranges? I don't see how you could turn that down. What a gracious offer. Our friend Mr. Poopinator, thank you, my friend, says fart for me, Fro. Man, you just gave me a wonderful gift. I feel like I need to give you a gift in return. However, everyone else in the chat would have to suffer for that gift. That. Thank you, my friend. You guys familiar with Mr. Poopinator? He is an old friend of the channel. Daisy says, I'm fantastic. And yourself? No, I did not. I'm good, Daisy. I had a pretty good day. Daisy says, yeah, her little legs. Yeah, I love seeing that. Not to mention, when she was in her doggy bed yesterday, maybe it was Friday, with the ears sticking up. Buddha says, hey, Brother Yogi. Hello, Sister Buddha. How are you? Let's see. Buddha says, how you doing, sir? Awesome to hear. I'm doing great. Chad says, you missed my story. Oh, I did. Chad says, funny story. I was with my buddy at work. Heard what a Karen Way on TV. Horrible woman. So I called him a Kerrigan. Karen, called him a Karen. Sorry. Then they said what a male version of a Karen was. It was a Chad. That is funny. Chad was, when I was a kid, Chad was the preppy name. You know, if you were preppy, if you wore Docksiders and Izod shirts and members only jackets, your name was probably Todd or Chad. If your name was Todd, Chad was probably your middle name. If your name was Chad, did I just say that? Or the other way around. Buddha says, hey to Bumblebee. Daisy says, yes. Her little ears sticking up. She's so cute. Thank you so much. She is cute. Probably gets everything she wants. I need to make some videos with Misty. Misty is Mocha's dog. By extension, she believes she's my dog. And she should. I've been with her since she was a puppy. Her little ears. Oh, Buddha says, I know, I heard you telling the other person. That's why I said awesome to hear. Thank you, Buddha. Martine says, well, I will say goodbye, Yogi. Love you, my friend, and Runner Boy. Sorry you can't pass my misstep, but I will open my arms when you're ready for an orange short. Love you all in the chat. Love you, my friend. Be safe. Prayers are with you. Poopinator says, lots of new wrenches in the chat. Welcome all. Thank you, Poopinator. How are you, my friend? Daisy says hi to Mr. Poopinator. And hi to Buddha. So, usually I do see a Monday morning Daisy made live stream. So we're going to see a Monday live stream. I'm going to step away from the camera for 1 second. I take my little herbal vitamin sleep, and I forgot it in the next room. So it's just going to be a second, less than a second. You're a good kitty. All right, let's start on my cat. Monday, yes. Okay, I'm looking forward to that. Normally, it's when I start my warm up for my workout, so I get to watch it as I'm warming up. Poopinator says I'm well, no complaints today. Let's see. Chad says, any life advice on how to stop a boxer dog from pooping in the house? Man, that's a good question. I don't. But we do have some other dog people here. So how about from our dog friends? How do you stop a boxer dog from pooping in the house? Let's see. T says, Buddha, I'm sick and in bed. Buddha says, no problem, sis. Bumblebee, prayers and healing vibes to you as always. Thank you, Buddha. Buddha says hi to Daisy. Pee break or poop from me? No, just taking my little. Let's see. Nightmare says, hi, Eric. It's me, finally. I've been waiting. I haven't talked about anything important because I was like, man, I don't want Nightmare to miss anything. What if I say something very deeply profound for the first time ever in any of my live streams? What if I say something actually funny? What if I stumble across the universal cosmic truth, never before spoken? And our friend Nightmare would miss it. So, man, I've been trying to keep it really on the down low, mundane, even boring a bit. But now that Nightmare's here, things are going to pick up. Expect big things from me from this point on. And if you do, you're surely going to be disappointed. Poopinator says, Chad, take it for a walk outside and let him or her do a thing. That is Daisy Mae was laughing at Chad, laughing with Chad. That's good advice. If you notice what time she goes to the bathroom in the house and I'm going to use my favorite word of late, circumnavigate. Head him off at the path. And take him out right before he does. Chad says, my mom's in hospital now. Small prayers, please. Hey, Chad, not just small prayers, man. Sending prayers to you and your mom. Your whole family. As I know it takes a toll when one loved one is not feeling well, is ill, or in the hospital. So prayers to your mom, my friend. Daisy says, take the dog outside on a schedule and stick to the schedule. It's just learning how to go outside. Then it's just every hour or two. Nice. Thank you for that. That sure beats my solution. My solution is going to be move. And then you just keep moving over and over. So obviously that's not practical. But Daisy Mae's, that's practical. And it shouldn't take long. What do you think? 2 weeks? Nightmare says, thanks, Eric. I wouldn't want you to miss anything. And that's much appreciated. My cat's saying hi to you guys. One of my cats. Buddha says, and you just have to train him as I did with Destiny and have patience and its tone. Thank you, Buddha. Let's see. McGeeza says, hey, I'm 3 months sober today from alcohol. I know you have spoken on the subject before. I have, quite a bit. 25 years for me. 3 months sober is huge. Congratulations, my friend. If you need any support, if you need any help, if you need just company, sometimes company is enough. I'm here for you and the chat's here for you. I have no problem devoting an entire live stream to supporting one person if they need it. And because I got such great friends, they're all in. I've seen it happen before. If one person here, even if the person comes in for the first time, is suffering for any reason or going through any issues, everyone turns out for him. I don't know how I got that fortunate, but I'm thankful that I am. So we're here for you, McGeezer. Congratulations. Daisy says, if just learning how to go outside, then I suggest every hour or two. As I recall, that's what we did with our Schipperke and our Corgi. Buddha says, exactly, walk 3 times a day and get them used to being outside. When they go outside, say, good girl. We get some prayers offered from Daisy for you, Chad, for your mom. Daisy says, move. Okay, so it was not the most practical of plans. Chad says it's horrible having mom in there. She's also saddens too. Can't be with her dog and husband. So, Chad, be that light for her that she needs. I know it's horrible and I know it's sad, but as bad as you feel, use that. You feel bad because you love your mom so much. So just remind yourself of all that love and then just keep giving it back to your mom. Daisy says, yes, a couple weeks, stick to the schedule. Chad says, 25 years, OMFG, amazing. It was a gift. I was truly given the gift of sobriety, grace. And the one thing we know about grace is it comes unbidden. I told the story quite a bit, and I'm always happy to tell it again if anyone's ever interested. McGeezer says, thank you. You're welcome, my friend, anytime. Poopinator says, 25 years is definitely a life accomplishment and achievement. I honestly think it can be done without a struggle. Well, I know it can be done without a struggle. Some people might say, well, that's the way it was for you. And I agree. But I see no reason why it couldn't be that way for everyone. Poopinator says, I don't think I've ever been knew a sober life since the age of 15. But I've heard you talk about it. That it is a thought in your mind. And that's where it starts. Hey, poor man, how are you? Are you done clubbing the seals? An odd thing for a vegan to say. Are you done clubbing the seals? Daisy says, yes, congratulations on 3 months sober. Chad says, thank you for your prayers. You're welcome, Chad. Please keep us posted. And, anytime that you are feeling anxious about that and you see us live, just come in. Prayers are always in order and they are always offered. Poopinator says, prayer to you, Chad. Daisy says, Chad, we all help each other here. We certainly do. Chad says, we're crying now. Let the tears fall, my friend. Poor man says, Miguel's a good job. I'm almost 5 months. And congratulations to you too, Dan. How is the sleep coming for you? Because it says, poor man Jim, congratulations also. Poopinator says, mom's our life. My mom just got over a stroke, and I was scared to death on the life adjustment. How's she doing, Poopinator? Our friend Stuart is here. Stuart says, I Hello, don't wombat it. Yogi brother, Yogi Bear, it brother. Let me smooth that out. Hello, don't wombat it, Yogi Bear, it brother. Yogi Bear, it brother. That should be my motto. Yogi Bear, it brother. How are you, Stuart? I talked to Bob early this morning, 5 a.m. He showed up. He was still awake. And he said what an amazing job Stuart did reading a commentary for the live stream last night. Poopinator says, easier said than done. Life is a struggle. Agreed. Definitely agreed. But there is another way. There is another way. I can promise that. The question is, are we willing to step into a different life? Meaning, knowing there's another way. 2, being willing to see another way. And then 3, to live according to that other way. Hey, Wendy. How are you, my friend? It's nice to see you. How is the weather for you guys? I know Martine is in a different part. I know she is in Ireland, and she said the weather's really bad. Poor man says, yeah, seal clubbing accomplished a lot. Sorry for the offensive title. And that's okay. I knew what you were up to. Poopinator says, Club and Seals, huh? Navy SEALs. Poor man was getting the Navy SEAL reps in. Navy SEAL burpees. Bunny says, hello, everyone in the chat. Poor man says, got 300. Not bad. That's a lot. For those who might not know, 300 Navy SEALs, there's 3 push-ups in each rep. So that is 900 push-ups, if my mathing is correct. So it says, hello, my darling Wendy babe. Wendy says, hello, poor man. Austin says, hi to poor man. And to Buddha. Poor man says, sleep's getting better. Been off sleep meds. I remember you mentioning 1 or 2 live streams ago that you're off the sleep med and sleeping better. Been using Kava a bit for anxiety and getting to sleep. Kava is very good for actually to help induce sleep and overall anxiety as well. Good for you, poor man. Man, getting sleep under control is a huge issue, a huge accomplishment. Poor man says, Wendy and Austin. So it says we got 60 miles per hour wind. What is the name? What is the name of the storm? I forget. It's really bad here. Sorry, Stuart. My prayers are with you guys, with you and your neighbor, with your entire area. Hey, William. Our friend Bill is here. What's up, Bill? How are you? Poopinator says, so it's like WTF, the burpees, it all makes sense now. Thank you for the clarification. You're welcome. I don't want people to think that I've suddenly turned anti-vegan and that I'm out supporting the clubbing of seals. Let's see. Buddha says, why do you take alprolizum, sir, poor man's Jim? If you don't mind me asking, sir. Stuart says, Ashley? Ah, Ashley, gotcha. Well, I hope it passes quickly, and I hope there's minimum damage and no casualties. You guys had some crazy weather the last few months. Poor man says, I got a great source for Kava. Kava Depot. They got the best I found, high quality. If it wasn't for Kava, I'd still be drinking. Wow, that is a high endorsement. If it wasn't for Kava, I'd still be drinking. William is doing great. Glad to hear it. Hey, do you got any downtime coming up? I know you've been working a lot. Buddha says, do the research on kava that leads to death in many individuals, such as liver damage. Thank you for that information, Destiny. Let's see. Bill says, just wanted to say hello. Got an alert that you were live. I'm at my grandson's first birthday. Hey, happy birthday to your grandson, Bill. And I hope you have a good time. Let's see. Mr. Poopinator says, have a good Sunday night, Mr. Yogi, sir, in chat. Always love to you, Poopinator. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for that gift. Much appreciated. Man, you've always been such a huge friend. Bill says, finally got an alert. Yeah, you had mentioned YouTube's been doing some weird things, so maybe they're finally getting things back together. Poor man says, alprazolam was, I was taking a small dose after quitting drinking. Been off a week, no issues really. Lucky as it's addictive. Buddha says, you don't need kava to stop drinking, sir. That is worse than alcohol. I know because my mother is a NP, nurse practitioner, right? Bill says, thanks, buddy. You're welcome. First birthday. That's a fun one. Stuart says, I sent you a message on WhatsApp. WhatsApp. I got to remember that. I was given all kinds of abuse the other day for saying what app, and then throwing in a yo afterward. What app, yo? Bill says a lot of kids. So you got lots of neighborhood kids, friends on over. Let's see. I will check right after the live stream, which is actually maybe 10 more minutes, for the message, Stuart. As I'm doing my phone using my phone right now. Wendy says, not too bad. Thanks. How you doing? Just Yogi. Wendy, I'm doing pretty good. It's been a good day. Poor man says, not so sure about the bad kava studies. People in the Pacific have taken it for centuries. Let's see. Buddha says, you know the side effects of the alprazolam? Sir Poor Man, I'm just a caring person. I don't mean any disrespect, but that can lead to mood swings, tremors, and more. Well, he's off of it now. It's not research, it's people I know personally over the years who passed away from that. Gotcha. Sorry to hear that, Buddha. Poor man says, I'm aware of side effects. I'm off it now. Wasn't taking a high enough dose to cause any issues, really. Hey, Ian. Ian says, morning all. Hope you have a great week. I put 2 photos of Alan Watts on my community page. If I'm related to other famous people, I'll do the same. Never thought of it. Nice. I'm going to bring your channel up right now so that I will be able to check it out right after the live stream. Did you guys know we had this talk? Was it yesterday or the day before? Ian Watts is related to the great. He didn't call himself a philosopher, although he certainly was. He called himself a spiritual entertainer. He did not take himself so seriously. But the great spiritual genius, Alan Watts. His teachings were an early influence, starting in 1981. Stuart says, be right back. Buddha says, sorry for, no, that's okay, Buddha. I'm going to say silent, but it's 100% facts. Hey, Buddha, I appreciate you putting information out there. You never know who might need to hear it. Ian says, it's an honor, actually. Oh, definitely. But you know what? However the relation, like uncles, cousins, however it comes down, you, my friend, would do Alan Watts proud because you are a fine human being. You got a great heart. You've always been such a calm and loving presence here every time you come in. Buddha says, poor man says, alcohol is the worst poison, kills more people than all drugs combined. Alcohol, nicotine, the things that we take for granted, the things that have an insidious effect on our lives. Not only that, you know, especially football season, you can't turn the TV on without a beer commercial. Normalizing what poor man said truly is a poison. Buddha says kava and them stupid diets they have out. It unlived my teacher in high school, Atkins diet, etc. I'm sorry to hear that, Buddha. I went through many passes, prayers, Namaste Yogi in the background. Again, thank you for sharing, Buddha. Buddha says, I personally know it, not research it. It's sad. He says, thank you, Eric. Much appreciated. Poor man says, alcohol sales is big money. It is. And isn't it a shame that because something is big money, that we allow it? Even knowing all that we know, even seeing generation after generation and generation, lives get destroyed, families get destroyed, epigenetics passed down generation upon generation, the trauma. And yet, because a few people make profit off of it, it's allowed. Buddha says, drink water, stick to burpees, drink ginger and turmeric tea, and all. I drink ginger and turmeric every single night. Lately, it's been yogi tea. My preference, honestly, is Paul Newman. It's organic. It 100% of proceeds go to charity. 100%. Let's see. Ashley Reddy says, hi, sir. A big fan of your work. Well, thank you, my friend. I don't know. Which work? But I appreciate hearing that. Jennifer says, hey, Jennifer, how are you? E, my friend, how are you? He says, hey, how are you doing today, everyone? E, I'm doing really good. Welcome, my friend. Are you guys connected with E? He has one of the most caring and spiritual channels that you'll find on YouTube. He is as good a man as you're going to find. Buddha says, you're welcome, sir. Poor man says, I take turmeric. I need to take ginger as well. Ginger is great for digestion. It really goes well with turmeric. Turmeric, turmeric. He says, God bless you all. God bless you too, my friend. So Jennifer says, hey. Oh, B says, I mean, like sharing the info to us. Well, thank you. I'm happy to. I'm happy to share anything that I can. Anything that might be worthwhile. Jennifer says, good. Thank you for asking. How are you? I'm doing good, Jennifer. It's been a good day. It's been a good weekend. Buddha says, who? What do you mean, Buddha? Let's see. B says, where are you from, sir? In U.S.? I'm on the East Coast, in the state of Maryland. The city, more of a town, is Columbia, and it is between Baltimore and Washington, D.C. Beautiful little part of the world. Buddha says ginger is anti-inflammatory, digestive, and weight loss, etc. It's great in turmeric combined in carrots. That would be a great juice. I haven't juiced in a long time. When I first started juicing, I did it religiously for years and years and years, and it literally did change my health, so many aspects of my life. Just getting um, so much nutrient in a glass that you just slam down. Buddha says, who has the spiritual channel? E is God's son, just above. He puts out a beautiful message. Capsaicin is good for inflammation as well. Haven't been taking it lately through. Do you take it in a supplement form or do you add it in your diet? V says, oh, nice. Have you been to Seattle? Yes, but only briefly. I mean, like really briefly. The Seattle airport. My wife and I at the time flew to Alaska to visit her mom. Her mom lives in Anchorage. We spent a week up there. It was a nice trip. And we flew into Seattle. Beautiful city. I used to really want to live in the Pacific Northwest. Buddha says, so I can go there and L is God's son. Yes, I know him, Eric. Yeah, I thought you probably would. B says, oh, I got it. So is that where you are? Are you in Seattle? Daisy said, stopping in again to say hello. I appreciate that, Daisy. Poor man says, I've heard fruit hydrates you in ways you can't. Water can't. Not sure the science behind it. I believe you're right. I don't know the science either. But here's the thing. When I became vegan, I did not like a whole lot of vegetables, which is an odd thing for someone being vegan to do. And I did not want to be a junk food vegan. So I started out as a fruitarian. And I ran my very first 50-mile race as a complete fruitarian. My first year and a half, 2 years of ultra running, I was a fruitarian. I lost a lot of muscle. Mainly, maybe because of the diet, but also I was putting in 60 to 120 mile weeks total volume. So my strength took a hit, body weight took a hit, but I could run forever. And I could run in the summertime. My very first 50 mile at the North Face North Face 50 miler. It got up to 97 degrees, 100% humidity. The race had a 60 some percent drop off rate, meaning 60% of the people dropped out. And I barely suffered at all. You're going to suffer when you run 50 miles, but fueling just with fruit, I was constantly hydrated. I felt great. Buddha says, yes, I ate fruit too. Hey, ATC, how are you? What's good, Legends? How was your day sluicing for gold? Let's see. Poor man says watermelon is good. Lots of electrolytes and arginine. I didn't know it had arginine. That's good to know. V says, yes, he's in Seattle. Let's see. V says, but the doctors will recommend the alcohol like beer, 1 or 2 is also good for health. Is that right? I don't believe so. V, I don't think it is. Can you get certain benefits from having a glass of wine? Yes. Do you need to have a glass of wine? No. You can have other fermented food. You can have grapes. You can go straight to the source. But yeah, I don't think it should be recommended. And a lot of times we settle for less than optimal health. We don't know how good we could actually feel. Poor man says, snoozing, yeah, that's cool. It is cool. And it's also fun just to hang out with ATC. ATC says, did well. It's a hobby. I don't do it to make money. All that's running water and panning is Carthio, Carthetic. Yeah, I can see that. And just being out in nature. Foreman says, people like me don't have one drink, one beer, and I'm driving to the liquor store for more. I was the same. I went out to drink to get drunk. I didn't go out to drink to enjoy a beer. I might have said that. I could use a beer. But I never just had a beer. I drank to get drunk. And I did for over a decade. Punishing myself. Buddha says using auto speech. Sorry, that's okay. Poor man says all think country. I'm in Iowa. I heard there's find gold in some of the rivers. They used to find gold in Georgia. I don't know if they still do. For something that is so rare, it does seem to be a bit of it. ATC says, you sure can, poor man. And yes, Yogi, North Georgia has very good gold, especially around Yahola Creek area. Interesting. Hey, do you ever travel to Sluice or Pan? Imagine that some people used to make their living doing that. Let's see. ATC says you can find gold anywhere in North America with the exception of Florida. Interesting. Why is that? Poor man says it gets us all glacier gold in the rivers. Huh. Never thought of that. So my cat's coming in to remind me that I need to be shutting down soon. She's very insistent. ATC says, sure do, Yogi. Prospecting has taken me to British Columbia, Alaska, Arizona, California, and all through New England. Nice. That's awesome. If you ever find yourself prospecting in the state of Maryland, let me know. Buy you a cup of coffee. Some areas with less gold is glacial till only. Places like California and Georgia have lode deposits where you can find nuggets. Man, what a great thing to do. Getting out, relaxing, enjoying nature, looking for something that is precious, that you know is a rare commodity when you get it. It's like being out in nature is the gift, but within that gift, there's that chance of getting something so, again, I think precious is the best word. So guys, I'm afraid I'm going to have to wrap things up. 2:30 in the morning comes awful quick. Let's see. HEC says, my gold map says the Great Fall area of Maryland has good gold. I am always amazed by the thought that I am the first ever person to lay eyes on it. You mentioned that before, and that is amazing. Until you mentioned that the other day, that thought never even occurred to me. Because you think gold. Wow, gold. What can I get with gold? I'm rich, or whatever. But man, I love that thought, ATC. First person to ever lays eyes on it. Ever. There's not much of that left in this world. You have stumbled across something really magical. Ian says, have a great day. I gotta go. You too. Gold is at all-time highs. Yep, I'm about half an hour to 40, depending on traffic. Let's say 45 minutes to an hour away from Great Falls. When I just mentioned my first 50-mile race, it was at Great Falls. Absolutely beautiful. And a little scary. People get washed away every year as thinking that they're a safe distance from the fall, and they just wait out a little bit, but the currents are so strong and deceptive that they pull you right in. All right, guys. So I'm going to wrap things up. Thanks for hanging out. Very much appreciated. I will be back 5 a.m. for the live stream. If anyone is around, and I like the 5 a.m.s. Let's see. Poor man says, have a good night, Yogi. You too, poor man. Thanks for hanging out. And again, excellent job clubbing the seals. ATC, thanks for hanging out with me. Buddha. Hey, V, thanks for coming in. Daisy, very much appreciate it. T, prayers are with you, my friend. We had Jennifer here. E is God's son. Our friend Ian, our friend Bill, Stuart and Wendy, Mr. Poopinator, the great Mr. Poopinator, Austin, Chad Bailey, and even Chaz, the other Chad. I don't remember his name. But even you, my friend, I don't know what's up, but even you. Selma, we're here with you. Megiza, again, congratulations to you. Huge accomplishment. Nightmare, thank you for being here. All right, with that, I think I got everyone. I will see you guys in the morning. Take care. Hey, Eric Lapointe. Eric says, another great live. Thank you. ATC says, have a great evening, Yogi, and all. You too, my friend. See you guys.